smells like grass. All right, so just went to CU, which is a convenience store here, and I loaded up. Welcome to my apartment, to our apartment. What I've got here is a cup of ice. So a lot of people will buy cups of ice from the convenience store, and then they'll buy these pouch drinks, and they'll pour it in there and they'll have a nice cold drink. Yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. So I've got 5 different drinks here. So let's go through them first. Now this one I have had before, and this is Tart Cherryade, and this one's my favorite. Actually, I get one of these every afternoon, pretty much every afternoon, and it's delicious. It's like slightly sour cherry Kool-Aid, and the calories on it aren't that bad. So the whole thing is 70 calories, and the sugar content is 17 grams of sugar. For 230 milliliters. Let me grab a comparison real quick. Okay, so a comparison, this is a Coke, and it is 245 milliliters, so a little bit more beverage in this Coke than this Cherryade, but the sugar content of this Coke is 26 grams, so 10 more grams of sugar than the Cherryade. So that's not too bad, I guess. This has 104 calories, this has 70 calories. So it's really not a huge difference, I guess. But I don't feel as gross when I drink this as when I drink this. The next drink we have is a blue lemonade. This one also has 17 grams of sugar, same amount of calories. I don't like coffee, but I did want to get something other than aid. This is a Jeju matcha latte, and I do like matcha latte. This one has a lot of sugar, 28 grams of sugar in this, and 95 milligrams of sodium, and 3 grams of protein, I guess, from the milk. So we'll give this a try. I don't expect a lot from it, but I got it anyway. This is apple aid. I wasn't gonna get a third aid, but I'm really curious to try this. I've never seen an apple aid. And then the last one, Shike, which is a Korean drink, and it's like made from sweetened rice. This one has 36 grams of sugar. 36 grams of sugar in this thing. I guess I'm gonna have my sugar for the day. Oh, and the apple aid had 25 grams of sugar. So definitely the cherry and the lemonade are the better options here. Yeah, so sweetened rice, Shike, very famous Korean drink. Let's start with what's familiar, which is the Tart Cherryade. And I'm gonna kind of judge everything based upon the Tart Cherryade because it's kind of the gold standard here. So I always shake them up. I don't know if that's necessary, but I do it. You just tear the side, and then I always try to make it open a little bit, and then you just pour it in. And it looks like Kool-Aid, tastes like Kool-Aid. It probably is just essentially Kool-Aid, sugar, and flavoring. But I think it says, and I don't know this for a fact, but I think it says that there is tart cherry juice in this. So maybe. Cheers. I'm not gonna drink the whole thing, although I might drink the whole thing. I enjoy this one a lot. It's so good. It's so good. If you're in America, go get black cherry Kool-Aid and maybe put a little citric acid in it, or like some Sour Patch Kid sprinkles, like the powder. And I think that would be pretty equivalent to what this tastes like. It definitely tastes a lot like black cherry Kool-Aid, which was one of my favorites. But the hint of sour just really puts it over the top. And when I say sour, it's very slightly sour. Like you just get a little twinge at the back end of it. This is something I look forward to every day. It's little things, really. I should have brought all the cups of ice over here, because now I'm just gonna have to go get all the cups of ice. And this is a little trick, I guess, a little dieting trick. I never buy these in bulk, because if I bought them in bulk, I would drink several of them in a day. But if I just buy one when I'm walking home, then I only drink that one. And even if I'm tempted, like even if I'm like, man, I'd really like another Cherryade, because I have to walk all the way to the convenience store to get it, it just puts it enough out of reach that I'm not gonna go do it. So like, if you want to stop yourself from snacking, buy things in single units. This is S class. So good. All right, BRB. I'm just gonna get all of the ice. All right, I'm gonna try all the aids together because they're gonna be quite similar, but I did buy something that I have seen before and I've never tried. So this is a regular cup of ice, and this is flavored ice. So this one is apple flavored, so I'm gonna try it with my apple aid. This is strong. Like you can, I could smell it when I took the top off. Let's just try it by itself. That's refreshing. Like this, by itself, there's a very strong, like artificial sweetener taste that I'm getting from this at the end. So I don't know if I would have this regularly with the apple ice chips. And I'm gonna save a little bit of it. All right. This one has 25 grams of sugar, the apple aid. My hands are sticky already. This is good, but it's strong. You know when you have Kool-Aid and it's got a lot of sugar in it, like whoever made it put a lot of sugar in there? That's kind of how this tastes. It's got little, I'll never be able to get that out, but it's got little bits of apple jelly in it. Not like jelly you put on peanut butter and jelly, but little jellies, like jelly candies. So maybe that's what makes it premium. But it's not bad. I'm gonna drink it straight from here. It's better without the apple ice. The apple ice, I think, adds too much of a sugary quality to it. But when it's by itself, it tastes very reminiscent of like apple juice. Let's try all the aids. Nice blue color. I can smell it. Interesting smell. It's not bad. It kind of smells like a snow cone. Minute Maid lemonade. You know when you go to Chick-fil-A, I'm giving you like analogies to all of these, but I'm trying to describe them in a way that you can kind of get a sense of what I'm talking about. You know, when people try food on YouTube and try stuff, they're just kind of giving you like, oh, it's delicious, it's, you know, it's a little sour. But I'm trying to give you something that you can directly compare it to so you know exactly what it tastes like. When you go to Chick-fil-A, you get really good lemonade. Like that lemonade tastes like lemons and water and sugar because that's what it is. But when you get lemonade from a carton, like a Minute Maid lemonade, it always has this weird taste to it where you're like, yeah, that's kind of lemonade, but it doesn't taste like lemons, water, and sugar. And that's what this is just a very cheap tasting lemonade. Way better than this. The blue lemonade is definitely, I wouldn't even think about buying this again. Whereas the apple aid, I might consider it. So it's like, I don't know what to expect from these. So we have a Jeju matcha latte and Shike. I think we'll finish with the Jeju matcha latte. I feel like it's gonna have such a strong taste that it's gonna overpower everything else. So Shike is a Korean drink, and the reason it's notable, I guess, is it has rice in it. So I'm assuming when we pour this out, we're gonna have some rice, but I'm not seeing any. Yeah, there's no rice in there. So it's made from sweetened rice, which I guess is just like rice water and sugar. It smells very ricey, I guess. All right, let's give it a try. It's better than the lemonade. I can't even begin to describe the taste to you. It reminds me of when I make oatmeal and I put too much water and too much sugar, because that's what it tastes like. It tastes like watery oats. It has that grainy kind of flavor to it, not grainy texture, but grain flavor and sugar. Like, it just tastes like sugar water, and which makes a ton of sense because this one has 36 grams of sugar. So last one is the Jeju matcha latte. Now, Jeju is an island south of Korea, but it's part of Korea. And I've had several matcha lattes in my time in Korea, and the distinction between a matcha latte and a Jeju matcha latte is the Jeju matcha latte is a lot stronger of a matcha flavor. So let's see if that is also true for this. Now, I always get my matcha latte hot, but I have had a couple of cold matcha lattes, and matcha is just green tea powder, you know, a little bit stronger. Ooh, that is not a pleasant color. It smells like grass. Yeah, I'm not feeling real excited about this. So the picture is very appealing. And then we've got the drink itself, which is, well, bottoms up, I guess. It's pretty good. If you've never had matcha, it's gonna be really hard to describe. A matcha latte is just essentially matcha powder and milk and mixed together. If I wanted a matcha latte, I would just go to a place like Gongcha or probably not Starbucks. This is better than a Starbucks matcha latte. Not better than a Gongcha one, but again, you really don't know how much sugar they're putting in at Gongcha. And if I just really wanted a matcha latte, this isn't a bad alternative. It's pretty good. It's very milky though, just because it feels like I'm drinking the thickest, creamiest, heavy cream ever. So, Cherryade S, Appleade B. I might get that again. Jeju Matcha Latte C, it's not bad. Shike, C minus D in that range, and this F. This lemonade is crap. All right, so I appreciate you watching. This is, you know, kind of regular thing that I do. Because I'm gonna eat stuff, I'm gonna drink stuff anyway, so I might as well film it. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to like the video, comment what you want me to try. I mean, I'm willing to try most things. And that's it.